Hello friends, and welcome back to our next series of my crochet along, Crochet Away With Me. This time around we're going to be making one of my favorite pieces, which is a simple quick workup. It is my Wook Hood. Right now this piece is in testing. I've seen quite a few of my pattern testers finish super early and I'm obsessed with all of the turnouts. So I wanted to do my next crochet along to go along with my pattern release. So stay tuned. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8 a.m. EST, I will be releasing new videos and we will start building our Wook Hood. For this piece, you guys are welcome to use any hook size that you would like. I always use anywhere from a 3 to a 7mm hook. This specific piece that I'm going to be doing, I use a 6.5mm hook. I like using metal hooks, but really you guys are welcome to use any kind of yarn. I'm using acrylic and cotton this time around. You can use anything from wool to eyelash yarn, whatever you guys prefer, and whatever hook size. Now I just have a few helpful recommendations. The first one that I have for you today is my yarn holder. It's super easy to use. It is super convenient whenever it comes to working with pieces. I highly recommend everybody gets one. My husband got me one on Amazon. So like with all of my pieces, I start by just making my first circle or that slip stitch around my pinky. I double knot it so that it stays secured, and then I use that as stitch 1. Now for this hood, starting out, it's super simple. You're just going to start by chaining. So I chain anywhere from 75 chains to 150 chains. It really just matters how long you want your hood to be. If you want your hood to be able to wrap around you, if you want your hood to be short, it's totally up to you. For this specific one that I'm using in the video, I chained 85. Remember, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can send me a screenshot and you can get a 50% off discount code to my website that you can use forever and always. Here we are finishing up row 1, which is that long chain. I chained 85. You're welcome to chain more. You're welcome to chain less. Whenever the written pattern comes out, I'm going to write a little note in there that you are welcome to use as many stitches as you would like. The recommended for this hood would be anywhere from 75 to 100. Now, just to start out for row 2, we do a half double crochet, and then we are going to insert 1 double crochet in every stitch from that chain that we started our piece with. You don't have to start with a half double crochet though. You're welcome to start with a chain 3. You're welcome to start with a double crochet. It's really up to your preference. One of the nice things about my patterns is that you can experiment with your comfort level of crocheting, different techniques that you would like to use. You're welcome to use those as well. I always just start out row 2 with pieces like this with a half double crochet, and then I work into my double crochets. I just think that it gives the piece a better flow. Like I said, there's a million ways that you can do it. You're welcome to do it however you would like. Some different techniques that you can take to start row 2 is a half double crochet. You can chain 3, or you can do a double crochet. Totally up to you. The next step that you're going to be taking is a series of front and back double post stitch. You're just going to be going back and forth between the front and the back. Remember, an important part of this technique is that you are not going to be double crocheting into that top stitch of your hood. You're going to be going over and under the stitches. This is going to give your hood that raised edge effect. I always like to think of the front and back double post stitch as going over and under your stitches. You're not working into the top like you normally would if you were going to be inserting stitches into a project. You're going to be inserting your hook under and over those stitches and then pulling your yarn through. So if I had to put this in technical terms, I would say yarn over like you're going to do a normal double crochet. Once you have that yarn over, you're going to slip your hook either under or over that next stitch, and then you're going to pull through. So you're basically doing a double crochet. You're just not doing that double crochet into the top of the stitch like you normally would. You are doing it under and over the stitch. You're welcome to fast forward if you're comfortable with this. You're welcome to rewind if you would like to see it again. One of the joys of YouTube is that you can also slow it down so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm going to do this across the entire hood, and I'm going to be repeating this for quite a few rows. Just wanted to say thank you to everybody that has recently subscribed to my channel. The bolero tutorial has been great. I'm super excited to hear the feedback from you guys. I'm super excited that so many people have watched it already and are creating their own boleros. And I just wanted to say thank you guys for being here. Thank you for following my crochet journey. I'm super excited to be bringing you guys free tutorials too. That's how I personally learned to crochet. I never really learned how to read patterns and things like that. So it's been a lot of fun actually creating these tutorials for you guys and walking you through each step of how I create my items. One way to double check if you are doing the front and back double post stitches correctly is to check your piece itself. It should have a little bit more body to it, a little bit more thickness. You can pull the stitch in the front, pull the stitch in the back. When you're looking at your pieces, you kind of see that it is a ridge, like you have a raised part and then you have an indented part. So you're going to just continue that pattern for the next 4 or 5 rows. Like I said, you're always welcome to take your own route with my patterns too and my tutorials. You're welcome to go off and do your own thing. If you want to have a bit of a thicker ribbed edge, then you can add more rows to this. Otherwise, you can just fast forward to the next part. This crochet along is going to be a little quicker than the last one. There's less steps. It's a smaller piece. So we're going to be moving into a new crochet along pretty quickly, but I'm going to try and space these videos out for the hood the best I can. I like the idea of you guys being able to have this weekly pickup project that you can do with me through my YouTube and my Instagram. So I'm just going to keep the crochet along going. I'm going to keep showing you guys how to complete those front and back double post stitches. And again, subscribe to my channel and I will send you a 50% discount code. Tune in next week for the next steps in our crochet along.